Look at you, smart first grader, hanging out. Are you ready to make a pot of gold with a rainbow at the end of it? It's like we're like little baby leprechauns. What? Yeah, we could be leprechauns and hide the gold. I can't wait. You need to go find folder number 6. So folder number 6 has this in it. It is a Ziploc bag full of a rainbow and some monies, like money in my pockets, money in my, like the Chuck Harmon. And we're going to be working with pennies and I think dimes, which I'm so psyched about because you guys have been learning them so well that we've got that song saved up. So find that little Ziploc and take out your rainbows. I'm going to make a little nice neat stack. I'm going to take out your pennies. Don't worry, I'm going to color them with you so we won't mix them up. Take out your dimes. And then you have a cloud and you have a pot of gold. Take them all out. Do you have them? Oh, you forgot to get them. We'll go get them. You also will need your glue stick, colors, because we need silver for the dimes and brown for the pennies. And your scissors. Do you have all those? Yeah, mine are handy right here next to mine. And if you want, save your Ziploc bag and reuse it again. Like we're celebrating Earth Day all year round. You know how much I love to reuse things. So save it if you need to. I'm gonna put mine in my pantry and use it later. So first up, step 1. I can't wait. We are going to cut out the cloud and we're going to cut out the pot of gold. So take your scissors and cut out your cloud, which is like a rain, like, you know how the rainbow comes from a cloud? In my class the other day, we were thinking about like, what shape do we see in the sky with like a rainbow? And one of them we thought looked like a dog. And one of them we're like, ooh, I wonder what that one is. And we said, could it be a frog? So cut out your cloud. And then after you cut your cloud out, because some of you are such fast cutters, take out your pot of gold and cut that too. Now, your pot of gold is made of cardstock, so you need to bring your big muscles and your determination to persevere through cutting out the pot of gold because it'll be a little bit harder. But you've done this before. Don't forget to throw away your trash to keep your spot tidy, right? If you're working in your room, you're like, okay, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to go take care of that trash. So cut out your pot of gold. Go all the way around. It almost looks like that balloon we made the other day, but this time it's a pot. Also known as a cauldron, like a witch's cauldron, but this time it's like a leprechaun cauldron where they store all the coins. And cut that out. Nice and neat all the way around. Oh, this is hard. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on trying. Ta-da! Now I got a pot of gold. You just have 2 pieces that look like this. I can imagine a rainbow going over my head. Now put those to the side and put your scissors away for the moment. We are going to pick up our pennies. So take a look. These are pennies. You're like, oh, Mrs. Jones, I cannot see that very well. I'm going to put it on the camera right now. So take a deep breath and I'll help you. 4 pennies. Pennies are worth what? Do you remember? 1 cent. 1 cent. So for your 1 cent pennies, you need the color brown. So here's the pennies. Find the pennies. I'll zoom in so they're nice and big. Pennies have Abraham Lincoln on them, and you need a brown. You could use brown marker or a brown crayon. Just color gently if you're using a brown marker. That is not brown. Let me try again. If you're using brown, go over it lightly so you can still see it. And it's okay if you go outside the lines because we're going to cut them. So pennies aren't actually like brown. It's called copper, right? So here we go. We'll color those in, and then we're going to cut them out. Now, you could cut out all of them, or you could cut out one of them, because it is your pot. So you're going to decide and have to count how much is in your pot of gold. The other ones are supposed to be gray, and for the life of me, I cannot find my gray crayon. So I'm going to use, because I don't have a gray marker. If you have a gray marker, go ahead and use that. I'm going to try to use like a blue and just go gently over it so it looks a little bit gray. So your dimes are gray. There's your dimes. Color gently over your dimes. And that seemed to work really well. If I did a blue, but I shaded lightly. You could also do black and shade it. Don't color hard because you still want to be able to tell that's a dime. All right, then after you've colored your dimes, pennies, pennies. After you color them, cut them out and start deciding, am I going to use all of them? Which I think I am actually going to use all of them because I want my pot to have a lot of money in it. There's a lot of coins. And well, it's only cents, so it won't be really too much, but I like being able to practice counting my change. So here we go. Cut out your dimes and cut out your pennies. If you want to use all of them, go for it. If you don't, that's fine. But cut them out and throw away your scraps. And then we're going to glue them in your pot. So here we go. I got 4 dimes. 10, 20, 30, 40. I have 40 cents right there. And now I'm going to do all my dimes. So here we go. So cut out your, I call these dimes. I'm in pennies. Goodness, I need to keep drinking my coffee. Okay, so there's penny, 41. And get ready, 42. And if you don't want to use them all, just make sure when we do the next step that you write the amount you have. 43. And the last one, 44. Don't forget to throw your trash away. Okay, here we go. After I cut out all my pennies and dimes, take your pot, right? Here's my pot. And I'm going to put some glue on there because I'm going to put all of the coins in there. So if you want to, I like to do it this way where I glue the coin and then I put it in the pot, right? So you could put them anywhere in the pot. Maybe you want to make a pattern with them where you're like, penny, dime, penny, dime. I need a dime over there. Okay. And remember, if you used all the coins like me, we counted and we have 44 cents. But if you're not using all of the coins, make sure you know how much money you have in there. And if you don't know, you can ask someone to help you, or you can count it yourself because you're becoming an expert at counting tens and ones. So here we go. Put another one. Boop. Okay, then I have to continue my pattern. I got a penny. Boop. And I got a dime. Boop. Okay. Now, grab your cloud. Here's my cloud. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller now so you can see it better. Remember how much money I had? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So in my cloud, I'm going to write 44 cents. But if you don't have 44 cents, don't write 44. Write what you do have. So when we're going to write 44 cents, we're actually going to do it like it's in counting, like it has dollars in it. Let me show you what that looks like. First, we make a dollar sign, which is an S and 2 lines. Then we don't actually have into the hundreds, so we put a 0 there. And we put a little dot. That's called a period or a decimal point. Now we have 44, so I'm going to write 44. If you don't have 44, write what you do have. Now I'm going to show you another way to write 44 cents. Here's the other way. You write 4, 4, and then you make a C, and you put a line through it. Both ways say 44 cents. I have $0.44. I have 44 cents. So make sure that you have labeled your cloud with how much money you have in your pot of gold. Now, my very favorite part is rainbow making time. This is the trickiest part, but if you're a good listener, you can handle it. So step 1, turn your cloud over. Step 1, take all of your rainbow pieces and we're going to glue them on the cloud. Here's how I do that. Take my glue and I put it all over the cloud. Okay. Then you put down your pieces of the cloud. So you're like 1. And if they overlap, you might need to put a little bit of glue on that little strip. 2. And you could try it in order. If you don't have it in order, that's okay. 3. Whoops. 4. Yep, be gentle. It might take a little time. You have to be patient. And then the last one, 5. Okay. So that I have blue. Now, if you flip it over, you're like, oh, how cute. We have a little pot of gold. Not yet. We have a little rainbow, but the pot of gold is going to go at the bottom of it. Now, if like now I'll show you. Right now, you're like, oh, Mrs. Jones, that is not working. If you need to move it, like I just realized mine's a little bit big, I can move it so it's a little bit smaller so it'll fit, right? Every rainbow looks a little bit different. So if it's not perfect and you need to lift it up a little bit, then just perform a little surgery like I do at school and lift it up. Yeah, now it's nice and straight. And that's okay if you have to do a little fixing. Here we go. I'm going to try to make it as big as I can. So push your cloud up at the top, and your pot of gold is going to go down here at the bottom. Here's how you can glue it. You can put your glue all on the colorful rainbow and then stick your pot on, or you could stick your pot backwards like this and glue it on. Like I just had one fly off. Did you see that? So I'm just going to add a little bit more glue and stick it down. So now, if you have them stuck together like this, you now have your art project all done. So let me turn it around so you can see this was fun. We did art and math together. It could look like this. And you should have maybe like 44 cents, 14 cents, how much ever you decided to do is perfect. I can't wait to see your rainbow with your pot of gold. Great job today. I'll see you later. Bye.